Radha Madara Kunja Vihari Jaya Radha Madara Kunja Vihari Janavallabha Girivaradhani
Jai Gopi Janavallabha Girivaradhani
Gopi Janavallabha Girivaradhani
Gopi Janavallabha
Yashodanandana Brajajana Ranjana Yashodanandana Brajajana Ranjana Munatira Vanachari Yamunatira Vanachari Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Hare
Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare
Jagacharya, Stota Rasita Sishimadi, Divine Grace, ISKCON Founder Charya, Jagat Guru, Si Bhakti Vedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki, Jayom Vishnupad, Paramahamsa, Pariva Jagacharya, Stota Rasita Sishimadi, Divine Grace, Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada Ki, Ananta Guru Vaishnava Vrinda Ki, Namacharya Srila Haridasa Kora Ki Jai. Prem Ko Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasari Gaura Bhaktivinoda Ki Jai. Shri Radha Krishna Gopal Gopinath Shama Radha Kunda Giri Goravardhan Ki Jai. Vrindavan Dham Ki Jai. Mathura Dham Ki Jai. Navadvip Mayapur Dham Ki Jai. Jagannath Puri Dham Ki Jai. Jamuna Mai Ki Jai. Ganges Mai Ki Jai. Tulasi Devi Ki Jai. Bhakti Devi Ki Jai. Samaveta Bhakta Vrinda Ki Jai. Nitai Gaura Premanande. Oh, glorious assembled devotees. Oh, glorious assembled devotees. Oh, glorious assembled devotees. Oh, glorious Shri Shri Guru Shri Gauranga. Om Vishnu Padya Krishna Krishna Bhutalish Matya Tita Shanti Mr. Krishna Parashita Gaura Karana Shakti Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Ato Jayam Mudirayet Nashta Praesha Badresu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Uttama Sloki Bhakti Naistiki Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya
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 Om Jnana Timirandasya Jnananjana Salakaya Chakshunlitan Jena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha Sri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Jena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Padamayam Dadati Swapadantikam Pandeham Sri Gurun Sri Utapada Kamalam Sri Gurun Vaishnavam Cha Sri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathan Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padam Sahagana Lolita Sri Visakhan Vitam Cha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gopisa Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrisavana Sute Devi Pranamami Haripriye Vanchakal Patarubhyascha Kripa Sundhyayevascha Patitana Pavanebhyo Vaishnavabhyo Namo Namaha Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhattacharya Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Grantara Srimad Bhagavatam ki Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. Hare Krishna. Reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 11, Chapter 8. The story of Pingala. Pingala, the prostitute. Pingala. Text number 30, verse 30. Pingala Pingalo Vacha Ahome Mohavitatim Pashyata Vijitad Manaha Yakanta Dasata Kamam Kama Yejena Balisa Pingalo Vacha Ahome Mohavitatim Pashyata Vijitad Manaha Yakanta Dasata Kamam Kama Yejena Balisan Pingalo Vacha Ahome Mohavitatim Pashyata Vijitad Manaha Yakanta Dasata Kamam Kama Yejena Balisan. Translation and purport by the disciples of Srila Prabhupada. The prostitute Pingala said, "Just see how greatly illusioned I am. Because I cannot control my mind. Just like a fool, I desire lusty pleasure from an insignificant man." Purport. In the material existence, all the senses are attracted by different objects. And thus the conditioned soul becomes a first-class fool. The cause of material life is one's indifference to the absolute truth. The conditioned soul considers himself to be the Lord, an enjoyer of the material world, and considers the purpose of life to be sense gratification. The more one tries to enjoy the material world, the more one's illusion increases. It appears from this verse that the prostitute Pingala was not only earning her livelihood through prostitution, but was actually enjoying her illicit contact with innumerable men. The words Kanta Dasata indicate that she was freely selling herself without discrimination to the most ordinary and useless men, considering them to be lovers. Thus, she says, I was a grateful. The word balisa means one who has a childish mentality without practical experience of right and wrong. Sri Pingalaki. It is true. It is true that our so-called misfortune is actually a blessing. It is true. It is a fact that our so-called misfortune is a blessing. Right? You agree? True? It is true. It's a fact. Our misfortune is a blessing. That is true. Pingala, the prostitute, that is her qualification. That is her profession. She stands by public places, like hotel, where so many people come in, and she be looking. Any person, oh, this one is good for. Oh, this one is good. Oh, okay. Ah, yeah, this one. This one has money. Ah, this one. Every time she's looking, money. This one, this one. Yeah, this one. Every day like that. So when one is very busy looking at this man, this one, this one, this one, when will we see Krishna? Zero. Zero. She has been living her life like that. Every day. This is material existence. Material existence, material world is so terrible. Such a terrible place that whenever we look at something or somebody, we don't think about that person's welfare. We think about it's for me. If I don't see anything in you for me, you don't exist. This is how we exist in material world. We don't look at something for the person's welfare. We look at everything, everybody for our own welfare. This is how we look at things. How do we buy things? How do we buy things? This is good for me. This is good for me. This is how we choose things. We look at things like that. This is for me. Right? Everything we see, this is for me. We never see that this, how can I help this person? That doesn't exist for a condition so. It doesn't exist. So, our motivation for everything is selfishness. Selfishness. If there is no self-interest for anything, we are not there. And that thing doesn't exist. Something is in existence only when we see what I'm going to get from it. Even Hare Krishna devotees, I don't greet you if I don't have to ask you for something. I don't greet you. I see you, I just walk past. Hare Krishna devotees. See the what you just pass, as if it is. Like animal. The village I came from is an offense. The village I was born. Don't say it's a Vedic village to say, but it's more than the Vedic village. It's an offense to walk past a person without greeting. In my village, you can't walk past a person without greeting the person. But Hare devotee does it regularly. I don't consider it is wrong. Selfishness in our consciousness is so deep, very deep. So, our Krishna consciousness will be a problem. It will be a big challenge if we don't have the good foundation for Krishna consciousness. First, we should have human quality before we can practice Krishna consciousness. Without human quality, we cannot be a devotee. You cannot. It is human to see someone and be interested in the person to greet. Good morning, sir. Good afternoon. What a smile. How are you? This is human. We don't need Bhagavad Gita to do that. We don't need Bible or Quran to do that. A human being, this is natural. A human being. So we can speak big philosophy, we can do so many things without human quality to begin Krishna consciousness. We are simply hovering. We are just mechanical. The devotional service is not mechanical. We say devotional service. It has affection. Our activities should be loaded with affection. That becomes devotional service. Not service, devotional service. We need human quality. We have to become human first. To be able to appreciate that I am existing because of you. Is it not? This is a simple thing, but nobody sees it because we don't have human qualities. Let me prove what I'm saying. Can I sit here and speak if all of you are not sitting here? Can I speak here if all of you are not sitting here? Can I speak here? Eh? No. So for me to speak means what? I need all of you. So you're not important in my life? Eh? You're not important in my life? Yes. My importance is because of you. But who sees that? Who's seeing it? We have to become human. Otherwise, we are just simply pretending and hiding here. This is not the place for hiding. This is a movement that we have to move forward. It's a movement. It's not a place for hideout. This is a place to exist. We must learn how to exist. We must learn how to exist. So it is true that our so-called misfortune is a blessing. It's a blessing. It is difficult to understand because we don't know what is fortune. We don't know the meaning of fortune. There's somebody is considered fortunate means what? Has money, right? Well educated, from aristocratic family, is so popular, so famous. See, if you have all these qualities in this material world, you'll be a miserable person. In this material world, you have all these qualities you just mentioned, you'll be a miserable person. You'll not sleep well in a house. Because many people are going to haunt you. Yes. Many people are going to haunt you. Oh, miserable. This is not fortune. Fortune is and one has become a devotee of Krishna. That is fortune. A devotee of Krishna. That is fortune. Nothing more than that. So Pingala is a prostitute who hangs around public places to look for which rich man is going to sleep with me today. Which rich man is going to. Every day that is her vision. She's looking. So as he's getting men to sleep with and making money and gratify their senses, that is fortunate life, right? We can say, yeah, this is fortunate life. No, what do you mean? I get money. I'll get money from all these men. I'm enjoying life. Yes, this is fortune. This is what we consider fortune. Misfortune is what we consider fortune. Asatiri satakori mane, dita pada pasoria. Ahankar motohoia. Not from that second. We accept temporal things for permanent things. We accept suffering as an enjoyment. Instead of us to take shelter on eternal Prabhu, we are taking shelter of Maya. Misfortune. And misfortune. So it was not a fortune that the Pingala was getting men to sleep with and making money and gratify their sins. That was not fortune. Her fortunate day was the day that she entered into Bhagavatam. She entered into Bhagavatam. That was her fortunate day. The day she entered Bhagavatam is the day she didn't sleep with the man. He didn't make money. She didn't gratify the senses that day. She was waiting. This man, but nobody looked at her that day. She stood the whole night. Nobody, all the men, she was, oh, this one is going to come. They don't come. They pass. The whole night she was waiting. Nobody coming today. What is happening? Nobody came. Nobody. Oh, everybody walked past her. Went to other women. They didn't come to her. So she was frustrated, right? Disappointed. All the cosmetics I put today, all these jewels, all these paintings I have done. I fried the hair 10 colors. With all the artificial smile I put on my face, nobody accepted today. There was zero. So that day she went to sleep without any man. So while she was there in the bed, why today nobody came? As she was contemplating, the realization came. This is her realization. From her misfortune, she got this realization. This realization did not come the day she was having men to sleep with. She didn't get it. Why? There was no contemplation. She was contemplating on some other things. The day she contemplated on the super soul, she got this realization. What's the realization? Just see, I'm a fool. I'm a fool. What is my foolishness? I was looking at these men who will soon die. Is it not? See any man here is not going to die? Do you see any man here is not going to die? Rukmini Devi said, I will not marry any person with beard. I would never have any man with beard as a husband. I would never. I want to marry someone who has no beard. It's very smooth like bottle. Very smooth and glossy. That is Shyam Sundara. That is the only person I will have as a husband. Other dead men, get out of my way. Foolish. Even if the Brahma come, even get out. I will increase my austerity until many lifetimes. I don't care. I don't take how many lives are you going to take me to make austerity. I will continue to do my austerity until I get Vishnu as my husband. That is a devotee. That is determination she will have. Determination. Yes. So Pingala, the prostitute, is lamenting. Just see how greatly illusioned I am. Illusion. She didn't get the realization when she was having all the men to sleep with. This realization didn't come. Illusioned. Because I cannot control my mind. That is a problem. This is a problem. Huh? Huh? Prahlad Maharaj said, Adanta Gobi Bishatam Tamishra. Adanta Gobi, giving freedom to our senses. What does it take also? Tamishra. Hell. Sense control is very important for every soul. Any person who calls himself as a human being, human form of life it has given to us to control the senses, not to gratify it. It's for controlling the senses. Failure to practice control the senses is a failure. And it is punishable. Not just a failure, it's punishable. It will be punished. If you have a human body which is meant for control the senses, if we fail to control the senses, we'll be degraded. We'll lose the human platform. Degraded. Human form is not for gratification of the senses. It's something better than that. It's to control the senses. So Pingala has just said, just look, because I can't control my senses. See the illusion my uncontrolled mind has placed me in. I'm just a fool. Just like a fool, I desire lusty pleasure. She was enjoying it. She was making money, she was enjoying. Two things she was doing. She was enjoying it. From an insignificant man. Insignificant. Very insignificant. Huh? Very, very insignificant. What is your height? 1.7. 1.4. 1.7. 1.6. 5.2. 1.62. 1.71. All of you are liars. You told me lies. What is the height? What is the size? Insignificant. Microscope can even see you. That is her height. That is your size. So she said, insignificant men. This is what we have been dealing with. Insignificant people. We have been dealing with that. This is our nature. This is what we are. You just measure your body and forget about yourself. See, this is a problem. I'm not a body. I'm not a body. When we measure our body, we don't measure the soul. The scripture already given us, give us the size, our size. The scripture already given to us. What is our size?
110,000, the tip of the head.
What is the meaning of that? What does it mean? Insignificant. That is what it means. Insignificant. Very tiny. That it cannot be seen. That's the way we are. Very significant. Illusioned. We think, 1.72. That's illusion. Please don't forget. Yes. We should know our size. To know our size, so that we can do what is right. We do what is right. We see how insignificant we are. Then we look for a significant person. Who is that? Who is that significant person? Krishna. Yes, you look for Krishna. See what happened to Pingala. started looking for Krishna. She regretted seriously. This is realization. She regretted. See, I wasted the closest person to me, I forgot him. Who is the closest person to us? The super soul. What's the distance between us and the super soul? What's the distance? No distance. We're together. We will forget. We are looking for all the externally significant things and considering it to be important. It is not important. All useless. That is why I chanted Pingala Ki Hare Krishna. Comments, questions?
When there is strain in the relationship, then it is difficult. When it is normal or positive relationship, we can greet each other. Or there is strain, then it becomes difficult to even smile or to talk greeting.
That's illusion. That is illusion. That I don't have good relationship with you, so I won't greet you. Because you have good relationships, I will not greet you. That's illusion. Do we know that it's an offense? Do we know that it's an offense? Not to be happy upon seeing a devotee is an offense? That you see a devotee and you don't feel happy, it's an offense. Do you know that? Yes. That is parama parad, not aparad. Parama aparad. Do not feel happy upon seeing a devotee. Parama parad. So be happy to see a devotee. If you don't feel happy upon seeing a devotee, parama parad. It's a heavy offense. Heavy. So you should be happy that all out of the 9 billion people, this tiny soul is trying to chant Hare Krishna. You should be happy. But we don't see that. We always sing about how nonsense, right? See how useless this person is. That's why we don't have a quality of appreciation. Don't appreciate. Because you don't see the good, you only see the bad. You should learn to see the good. Let us learn to see the good. My spiritual master is training all of us is that make every negative thing positive. It's heavy assignment. It's a simple statement. It's heavy assignment, right? You take years to do that. Not just one second sentence. 1 second sentence to realize it million lifetimes. Make every negative things positive. That is the beginning, not the end. That's the beginning. Then make every positive things more positive. That is dynamism of a Krishna consciousness. That there is no stagnation. It is always moving, forward, moving. That's the training. And we see his life was like that. That is how he lived his life. He's always smiling. When he came to Mauritius, he was deported. Second time he was deported. When he came the third time and he saw all the devotees who, I have forgiven all of you. Instantly, I have forgiven all of you. Straight away. Yes, that's what he did. Yes. So he was teaching what he does. He put it out. What is his life? He put it out. That is how and pure devotees behave. They share with us what is their Christian consciousness. That's what they share with us. They put it before us so we can learn. That's why they have to take the risk to come here so that we can see them. Still, instead of seeing that, we'll be seeing all the fault. Misfortune. That's our misfortune. Don't appreciate.
Yes. Sharudev. So, in Canto 3, the Kapila Muni, he explains on the movement of living entities. The living entity prays, so Jantu Ruvacha. So, I was thinking, Jantur means, is it saying that we also have prayed like that in the womb? When the living entity is praying, different prayers is giving. So, is that when he's saying Jantur Ruvacha, does it mean that all of us, we have been praying like that?
Anyone here who have not entered the womb of a mother? Anyone? All of us.
So all of us have
Yes.
said these prayers.
Yes, I mentioned that yesterday. We're crying inside the womb, but as soon as you come out. No, this morning. It was this morning I said. When the baby is crying, nobody knows what is crying. The mother will press breast into his mouth. That is not what he's crying for. What he's crying, remembering? Yes, the past experience. Remembering that. It's frightening. He cries. But when the body becomes condensed and start committing offenses, you forget it. They will become used to the environment and be accepting the norms as life. They will forget. What happened to all of us? For us to come and sit here today, we have cried to Krishna, seriously. We have cried before he gave the chance for us to come to meet him. I was praying to Krishna this morning. It's a song thing I was saying. I don't know how you brought me here. I don't know. I don't know how you brought me here, and considering all the nonsense things we have done, you're still keeping me here. It means you have a plan. Please make the plan happen, because that is a shelter. Otherwise, there is nothing which is meaningful that is in our lives. Nothing is meaningful. Only your shelter, only your mercy. Right? Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Misfortune becomes a blessing, or we need to, the misfortune is a blessing?
Our misfortune is that the blessing which is given, we are not exercising it. That's why he used the word misfortune. In Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, he used that word misfortune because what is given to us, we are not using it. The misfortune in that sense.
Singular misfortune was a blessing.
Yes, the blessing because he came to Krishna consciousness. Because he didn't get a man to sleep with that night. So, materially speaking, that's the misfortune. Her business is to get men to sleep with. She will enjoy and make money to also get whatever she wants. But this night, nobody came. She didn't make money. Nobody came to her. No enjoyment. She was alone in the house. She was sitting there in her bed thinking, why didn't you make money today? Why nobody talk to me today? What's my problem? Oh. And then this realization came. I'm a fool. I've been looking for all these temporal men. I forgot the closest person, my best friend, my supreme well-wisher. I forgot him. The nearest person to me, I forgot. I'm looking for all these external people. So that was the blessing from the misfortune.
She was engaged in all materialistic activities. How thought went to the super soul?
Because of fortune. That is a fortune that we all have to come to Krishna consciousness somehow or other. Somehow or other we came here. Do you know how you came to Krishna consciousness? You just become attracted somewhere. Somebody just met you and talk. We just started coming. Right? Was it planned? It's a fortune. Yes. It's a fortune. Now, at the time, Abu say that a misfortune from our fortune, because see what we have now, we're not using it properly. That's why he said misfortune. Because we're not using the fortune properly. Just like you're born in an aristocratic family and you're in the street. That's a misfortune. From fortune, you have a fortune that everything, all facility for singing of Christian Parliament, we are in the street. So Chaitanya is lamenting. That's our situation. Let us take full advantage of this fortune which is given to us. Then we can make advancement. Right?
Thank you, Guru, for your beautiful thoughts. So here we are on the pleasure-seeking environment, as you see the Pingala history. Comparatively with Pingala, sometimes we see that devotees also are victim to their senses. They are devotees, but in their life, they live. They are sometimes going to gratify their senses in a way that status, wealth, etc., etc. Does that mean that being means that we are devotees, we are also sometimes illusion?
Not sometimes. Not sometimes. Always.
Always.
Yes. Always.
So how can we be intelligent and remove ourselves?
You should constantly pray for mercy. You should pray for help. You should pray. Constantly you should pray. You should pray every day, every moment. You should pray. Krishna, please, whatever is my situation, don't let me lose this chance. Whatever I am, don't let me lose this chance. Let me remain here. Whatever happens, please let me remain here. Let me not lose this chance. So always pray. Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki